In what areas did Clerk Maxwell work and what were his most significant contributions? Clerk Maxwell was a pioneering scientist and mathematician who made significant contributions to a wide range of fields, including physics, mathematics, and engineering. Some of his most significant contributions include: 1. Electromagnetism. Clerk Maxwell is perhaps best known for his work on the nature of electromagnetism. His famous Maxwell's equations describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields and helped to unify the study of electricity and magnetism into a single, cohesive field of study. This work had a profound impact on the development of modern physics and technology, including the development of wireless communication. 2. Thermodynamics. Clerk Maxwell made important contributions to the field of thermodynamics, including the development of the kinetic theory of gases. His work helped to explain the behavior of gases and the principles that govern their behavior. 3. Optics. Clerk Maxwell's work on optics helped to improve our understanding of the nature of light and its behavior in different media. He made important contributions to the study of color perception and helped to develop mathematical models of the behavior of light. 4. Mathematics. Clerk Maxwell made significant contributions to the field of mathematics, particularly in the areas of vector calculus and mathematical physics. His work on the electromagnetic theory of light also helped to establish the field of mathematical physics as a legitimate area of scientific inquiry. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's work had a profound impact on many different fields of study, and his contributions continue to influence our understanding of the natural world today. Some text goes here. What is Clerk Maxwell's discovery known as the Maxwell's equations and how did it revolutionize the field of electromagnetism? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's discovery known as Maxwell's equations is a set of 4 equations that describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields. These equations are named after Clerk Maxwell, who first formulated them in the mid-19th century. The equations describe how electric and magnetic fields interact with each other and with matter, and they help to unify the study of electricity and magnetism into a single, cohesive field of study. The significance of Maxwell's equations lies in the fact that they describe the behavior of electromagnetic waves, including radio waves, microwaves, and light. This work revolutionized the field of electromagnetism by showing that electricity, magnetism, and light were all manifestations of the same fundamental force. Before Maxwell's equations, the study of electricity and magnetism was largely separate, with scientists understanding each phenomenon in isolation. By unifying these fields, Maxwell's equations laid the groundwork for the development of modern technology, including wireless communication and the Internet. In fact, many of the technologies that we rely on today, such as cell phones and GPS, would not be possible without the work of Clerk Maxwell and his discovery of Maxwell's equations. In addition to their practical applications, Maxwell's equations had a profound impact on the development of modern physics. They helped to establish the field of electromagnetism as a fundamental area of scientific inquiry, and they continue to be a cornerstone of modern physics and engineering today. Some text goes here. How did Clerk Maxwell's work on the nature of light and electromagnetic radiation contribute to the development of modern physics? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's work on the nature of light and electromagnetic radiation made significant contributions to the development of modern physics in several ways. Firstly, he helped to establish the wave theory of light, which explained that light was a form of electromagnetic radiation that traveled through space as a wave. This work helped to unify the study of electricity and magnetism, and it led to the development of a more complete understanding of the behavior of light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation. Maxwell also made important contributions to the study of color perception, showing that colors could be understood in terms of their constituent wavelengths of light. This work helped to establish the field of colorimetry, which is still an important area of research today. Perhaps most importantly, Maxwell's work on electromagnetism paved the way for the development of modern physics and technology. His formulation of Maxwell's equations, which describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields, helped unify the study of electricity and magnetism into a single, cohesive field of study. This work laid the groundwork for the development of modern technologies like radio, television, and the Internet, and it continues to be a cornerstone of modern physics and engineering. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's work on the nature of light and electromagnetic radiation had a profound impact on the development of modern physics, and his contributions continue to influence our understanding of the natural world today. Some text goes here. Can you explain Clerk Maxwell's famous thought experiment involving a demon and its significance in the field of thermodynamics? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's famous thought experiment involving a demon is a theoretical scenario that he proposed to challenge the second law of thermodynamics, which states that the total entropy of an isolated system will always increase over time. In this thought experiment, Maxwell imagined a container filled with gas that is divided into two chambers by a partition with a small door that can be opened and closed by a demon. The demon can see individual gas molecules and has the ability to open and close the door to allow only the faster molecules to pass from one chamber to the other, effectively creating a temperature difference between the two chambers without doing any work. This thought experiment challenged the second law of thermodynamics because it appeared to allow for the creation of a temperature gradient without the input of any external work. However, Maxwell's own analysis of the thought experiment showed that the demon itself would necessarily consume energy, which would result in an overall increase in entropy. The significance of this thought experiment lies in its demonstration of the fundamental nature of the second law of thermodynamics, which places limits on the ability of any system to perform work without increasing the overall entropy of the system. This thought experiment also helped to lay the groundwork for the development of modern theories of thermodynamics, which continue to be a fundamental area of scientific inquiry today. Some text goes here. What was Clerk Maxwell's role in the development of the kinetic theory of gases, and how did it contribute to our understanding of the behavior of matter? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell made significant contributions to the development of the kinetic theory of gases, which is a fundamental area of thermodynamics that seeks to understand the behavior of gases in terms of the motion of their constituent particles. One of Maxwell's most important contributions to the kinetic theory of gases was his development of the velocity distribution law, which describes the distribution of velocities of gas particles in a gas at a given temperature. This work helped to establish the relationship between temperature and the kinetic energy of particles in a gas, and it provided a mathematical framework for understanding the behavior of gases under different conditions. Maxwell also made important contributions to our understanding of the diffusion of gases, which is the process by which gases mix with one another. He showed that the diffusion of gases could be understood in terms of the motion of individual particles, and he developed mathematical models to describe the diffusion process. Overall, Maxwell's work on the kinetic theory of gases contributed significantly to our understanding of the behavior of matter, particularly in the areas of thermodynamics and statistical mechanics. His contributions continue to be relevant today, and they have paved the way for the development of modern technologies like refrigeration and air conditioning. Some text goes here. How did Clerk Maxwell's work on color vision and perception contribute to our understanding of the human visual system? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's work on color vision and perception made significant contributions to our understanding of the human visual system, particularly in the areas of color perception and colorimetry. One of Maxwell's most important contributions to the study of color vision was his development of the first color photograph in 1861. Using a technique called additive color mixing, Maxwell combined three black and white photographs taken through red, green, and blue filters to create a single color image. This work helped to establish the idea that colors could be understood in terms of their constituent wavelengths of light. Maxwell also made important contributions to the study of color perception, showing that different colors could be produced by combining different amounts of red, green, and blue light. He developed mathematical models to describe color perception, and he made important contributions to the development of colorimetry, which is the science of measuring and quantifying colors. Overall, Maxwell's work on color vision and perception contributed significantly to our understanding of the human visual system, and it paved the way for the development of modern technologies like color television and computer displays. His contributions continue to be relevant today, and they have helped to establish the study of color as an important area of research in psychology, neuroscience, and related fields. Some text goes here. Can you describe Clerk Maxwell's impact on the field of mathematics, particularly in the areas of vector calculus and mathematical physics? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell made significant contributions to the field of mathematics, particularly in the areas of vector calculus and mathematical physics. One of Maxwell's most important contributions to mathematics was his development of the theory of vector calculus. This theory provides a framework for understanding and manipulating vector quantities, which are used to describe a wide range of physical phenomena, from the motion of particles to the behavior of electromagnetic fields. Maxwell's work on vector calculus helped to establish it as a fundamental area of mathematics, and it continues to be a cornerstone of modern physics and engineering today. Maxwell also made important contributions to the field of mathematical physics. His work on the electromagnetic theory of light helped to establish the field of mathematical physics as a legitimate area of scientific inquiry, and it paved the way for the development of modern theories of electromagnetism and quantum mechanics. Overall, Maxwell's impact on the field of mathematics was significant and far-reaching. His contributions to vector calculus and mathematical physics continue to influence our understanding of the natural world today, and they have helped to establish mathematics as a fundamental area of scientific inquiry in its own right. Some text goes here. What was Clerk Maxwell's philosophy of science, and how did it influence his approach to scientific inquiry and discovery? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell had a unique philosophy of science that emphasized the importance of experimentation and observation in the scientific process. He believed that science should be based on empirical evidence and that theoretical models should be tested and refined through careful experimentation and observation. Maxwell also believed in the importance of mathematical models in scientific inquiry, and he sought to develop mathematical models that accurately described the behavior of physical phenomena. He believed that these models should be based on fundamental principles and should be testable through experimentation and observation. Perhaps most importantly, Maxwell believed in the importance of creativity and intuition in scientific discovery. He believed that scientific breakthroughs often come from flashes of insight, and he encouraged scientists to pursue their ideas and instincts even in the face of uncertainty or opposition. Overall, Maxwell's philosophy of science emphasized the importance of empirical evidence, mathematical models, and creativity in scientific inquiry. His approach to scientific discovery continues to influence the field of physics today, and it has helped to establish the importance of experimentation, observation, and creativity in the scientific process. Some text goes here. What was Clerk Maxwell's legacy, and how did his work influence the development of modern physics and technology? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's legacy is significant, and his work has had a profound impact on the How did Clerk Maxwell's work inspire future generations of scientists and thinkers, and what lessons can we learn from his life and achievements? Clerk Maxwell's work continues to inspire future generations of scientists and thinkers, and his life and achievements offer several important lessons. First and foremost, Maxwell's emphasis on experimentation, observation, and creativity in scientific inquiry remains highly relevant today. His philosophy of science has helped to establish the importance of empirical evidence, mathematical models, and intuition in the scientific process, and it continues to influence the work of scientists and researchers around the world. Maxwell's contributions to the field of electromagnetism also offer important lessons in the importance of collaboration and cross-disciplinary thinking. His work on the unification of electricity and magnetism helped to establish the field of electromagnetism as a cohesive area of study, and it paved the way for the development of modern technologies like radio, television, and the Internet. Maxwell's work on color perception and colorimetry also offers important insights into the ways in which science and technology can be used to enhance our understanding of the world around us. His development of the first color photograph in 1861 helped to establish the study of color as an important area of research, and his work on the nature of light and electromagnetic radiation continues to inspire new discoveries and innovations in this field today. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's work and life offer several important lessons for scientists and thinkers of all backgrounds. His emphasis on experimentation, observation, and creativity, as well as his collaborative approach to research and cross-disciplinary thinking, continue to inspire new generations of scientists and researchers around the world. Some text goes here. How did Clerk Maxwell's upbringing and education shape his approach to science and innovation? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's upbringing and education played an important role in shaping his approach to science and innovation. Maxwell was born into a family of Scottish intellectuals and was exposed to a rich intellectual and cultural environment from an early age. His father was a prominent lawyer and his mother was an accomplished musician, and they instilled in him a love of learning and a curiosity about the world around him. Maxwell's education was also highly influential in shaping his approach to science and innovation. He attended the University of Edinburgh, where he studied mathematics, physics, and natural philosophy. His studies in these fields helped to lay the foundations for his later work on electromagnetism, the kinetic theory of gases, and color perception. One of the most important aspects of Maxwell's education was his exposure to the ideas of other great scientists and thinkers of his time. He was deeply influenced by the work of James Clerk Maxwell, Michael Faraday, and others, and he incorporated their ideas and insights into his own work. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's upbringing and education helped to shape his approach to science and innovation by instilling in him a love of learning, a curiosity about the world, and a deep appreciation for the ideas and insights of other great scientists and thinkers. These qualities helped to lay the foundations for his later work and continue to inspire new generations of scientists and researchers today. What were some of the challenges that Clerk Maxwell faced during his career, and how did he overcome them? Clerk Maxwell faced several challenges during his career, particularly in the areas of funding and recognition for his work. One of the biggest challenges that Maxwell faced was securing funding for his research. As a young scientist, he struggled to obtain the financial support needed to pursue his ideas and conduct his experiments. However, he was able to secure funding from various sources, including the Royal Society of Edinburgh and the British Association for the Advancement of Science, which helped to support his work and pave the way for his later discoveries. Another challenge that Maxwell faced was gaining recognition for his work in the face of competing theories and perspectives. For example, his work on the electromagnetic theory of light was initially met with skepticism and opposition, particularly from those who held to the wave theory of light. However, Maxwell persisted in his research and was eventually able to demonstrate the validity of his ideas through careful experimentation and observation. Maxwell also faced personal challenges during his career, including health issues that limited his ability to work at times. However, He persevered in his research and was able to make significant contributions to the field of physics despite these challenges. Overall, Clerk Maxwell faced several challenges during his career, but he was able to overcome them through perseverance, creativity, and a commitment to the scientific process. His determination and dedication to his work continue to inspire new generations of scientists and researchers today. Some text goes here. Can you describe Clerk Maxwell's contributions to the field of optics, and how they influenced the development of modern technology? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell made significant contributions to the field of optics, which have had a profound impact on the development of modern technology. One of his most significant contributions was his work on the nature of light and electromagnetic radiation. Maxwell developed a theory that described light as a form of electromagnetic radiation, which helped to unify the study of electricity and magnetism into a single, cohesive field of study. This work paved the way for the development of modern technologies like radio, television, and the Internet, which rely on the principles of electromagnetic radiation. Maxwell also made important contributions to the study of color perception and colorimetry. He developed a color wheel that helped to establish the relationship between colors and their complementary hues, and he also developed the first color photograph in 1861. These contributions helped to establish the study of color as an important area of research, and they continue to inspire new discoveries and innovations in the fields of psychology, neuroscience, and computer science. Maxwell's work on optics also helped to pave the way for the development of modern technologies like fiber optics and lasers. His understanding of the nature of light and its behavior in different media helped to establish the principles of optical fiber communication, which are used today in telecommunications networks around the world. His work on the behavior of light in resonant cavities also laid the groundwork for the development of the laser, which has revolutionized fields ranging from medicine to manufacturing. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's contributions to the field of optics have had a profound impact on the development of modern technology. His work on the nature of light, color perception, and optical behavior has helped to pave the way for many of the technologies we rely on today, and it continues to inspire new discoveries and innovations in the field of optics and beyond. Some text goes here. How did Clerk Maxwell's work on electromagnetic waves pave the way for the development of wireless communication and other modern technologies? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell's work on electromagnetic waves played a crucial role in paving the way for the development of wireless communication and other modern technologies. In his theory of electromagnetism, Maxwell described light as a form of electromagnetic radiation, which is characterized by waves of electric and magnetic fields that propagate through space at the speed of light. This insight helped to unify the study of electricity and magnetism, and it laid the foundations for the study of radio waves and other forms of wireless communication. Maxwell's equations, which describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields, also played a crucial role in the development of modern communication technologies. By understanding how electric and magnetic fields interact and propagate, engineers were able to design devices like antennas, transmitters, and receivers that could harness the power of electromagnetic waves for communication purposes. The development of radio communication was one of the earliest and most significant applications of Maxwell's theory of electromagnetism. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, inventors like Guglielmo Marconi and Nikola Tesla used Maxwell's ideas to develop practical methods for transmitting and receiving wireless signals over long distances. This paved the way for the development of modern radio and television broadcasting, as well as many other forms of wireless communication. Maxwell's work on electromagnetic waves also had important implications for other fields, such as radar, satellite communication, and even medicine. The ability to manipulate and control electromagnetic waves has led to the development of technologies like MRI scanners, which use magnetic fields and radio waves to create detailed images of the human body. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's work on electromagnetic waves has had a profound impact on the development of modern technology, particularly in the areas of wireless communication, broadcasting, and imaging. His ideas and insights continue to inspire new discoveries and innovations in the field of electromagnetism today. Some text goes here. What was Clerk Maxwell's relationship with other prominent scientists of his time, such as James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday? Some text goes here. Clerk Maxwell had close relationships with several prominent scientists of his time, including James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday. James Clerk Maxwell was a Scottish physicist who made significant contributions to the field of electromagnetism, particularly in the area of electromagnetic theory. He is best known for his famous set of equations, which describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields and paved the way for the study of radio waves and other forms of wireless communication. Clerk Maxwell was heavily influenced by James Clerk Maxwell's work, and he was also a close friend and colleague. They corresponded frequently and discussed their ideas and findings, which helped to shape the development of electromagnetism as a field of study. Michael Faraday was an English physicist and chemist who made important contributions to the study of electromagnetism and electrochemistry. He is best known for his work on electromagnetic induction, which forms the basis of the modern generator and transformer. Faraday was also a close friend and mentor to Clerk Maxwell, and he had a significant influence on his early scientific development. In particular, Faraday's work on the nature of electricity and magnetism inspired Clerk Maxwell to explore the relationship between the two fields and to develop his theory of electromagnetism. Overall, Clerk Maxwell's relationships with James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday were significant in shaping his approach to science and innovation. Their ideas and insights helped to inspire his work and laid the foundations for many of his most important contributions to the field of physics.